I'll move the bed a bit to see the board better. I'd say that this won't lead anywhere. Looky, looky, what has Jacek hidden here? A 6-pack of beer. It stinks a lot. One of them is probably open. That's great. There are cockroaches under the floor. Some are even running under my bed. I'll put the plank back. I don't want every cockroach under the floor to move into my room. There are dozens of them. What kind of hotel is this? I used to sleep in slums in Asia, but I don't see any reason why I should share my room with cockroaches here. I'll ask Harry if he has anything I could use to deal with them.
Välttävästi matkakuvat tili. Lisäksi löytyy vielä varannunkona vanha polku. Ja äänimon.
What can I do for you, Madam Leroy?
I have a small problem. Cockroaches. They came into my room through some crevice in the floor.
Cockroaches? Are you sure?
You do have something I can get rid of them with, right?
Of course I do, but I can hardly believe that. Cockroaches in my hotel? I'd like to see that.
Be my guest. Just look under the bed.
Oh, not that I don't trust you, but I'll check it out. Be right back.
Sure. I'm not going anywhere. I hope he'll only look under the bed and won't check the floor. Otherwise, he could find the things hidden under it. I hope Schneider didn't see me, but I really need to get to that wardrobe.
You were right. There are some under the bed. I brought you something you can kill them with. I'll leave it here on the bar.
Thanks, I'll take care of them.
And I do apologize. Tomorrow I'll go through every room and check to see if there are any more of them.
Thanks. I think this will deal with them.
My apologies again. If you wanted me to, I'd clean the room myself to see to it that there aren't any more of them somewhere.
I don't think that's necessary. Good night. It's some Finnish insecticide. It seems those inhabitants aren't so uncommon around here. Most of the texts are Finnish, but there's a warning in English. Attention, this spray creates a highly flammable aerosol in the air. Do not use it close to open fires. Fine, it can come in handy when I want to torch someone. Koppanen said he had looked under the bed only. The things hidden beneath the floor should still be there. That doesn't make any sense. They're still there, a lot of them. A good dose of this stuff, and remember to keep a bit for those under the bed, and the problem is solved. Let's take a look at what Jacek used to improve his mood in the evenings. Chrobo vodka. Weird name. It's quite strong, 50%. No, I need to have my head clear now more than ever. Jacek apparently offered to sell the manuscript they had found on the monastery. I suppose they kept Schneider in the dark, and Bateman probably wanted to examine it rather than sell it. Great, the wardrobe is open. Let it be some clue. Whatever. Jacek planned to stay in the States for at least a couple of days. It's weird that he left most of his clothes behind. A long, warm coat. Jacek apparently didn't wear it when he left. This suitcase is quite worn out. It's weird Jacek left it here. He probably has more of them. The case is full of clothes. Jacek took almost nothing with him to San Francisco. What does that mean? The suitcase is filled with neatly placed clothing. Was he planning to leave? The notebook has all the inscribed pages torn out, but a headed paper from the finished post has fallen out of it. It contains several notes. It seems Jacek mailed something and immediately made notes about how he was going to explain it to Bateman. It seems that Jacek's room won't tell me anything more, but that manuscript, and especially Bateman, plays some role in it. If only I could look into his room, too. It's pleasant here, isn't it? The silence, the hearth.
Yes. And what's best is that there's no noisy hockey match here. My stomach has almost settled down. I'd hate to get a headache in its place.
Where are all the ancient ideals of sports? What has remained of them? Nowadays, it's all about money. Do you understand?
Everything evolves, even sports.
Oh, no, Madame Leroy. Evolution isn't an automatic process. A lot of things stagnate, a lot of others are in regression. They are declining, which is exactly the case of modern sports.
I'd better close the wardrobe. I don't want to advertise that I've searched it. Now that I have everything from the hideaway, I should put the bed back in place before Harry notices something. That truck wasn't here before. Probably a new customer came. Such a car comes in handy here, that's for sure. The strong crane arm can be extended, and if the car is stabilized with those supports, it's probably able to lift even heavy items. The ice has to be quite solid now. Those supports are used to stabilize the truck when the crane is moving. I didn't know these simple square locks are still in use. It's possible to open them with many different tools. When the handle is being turned, the coffee inside is ground. Perfect square hole. Looky, who would have known you could use a crank for this? Great, it works.
Hey, what the hell are you doing there?
Damn. The glove compartment was open in this car, so I tried to close it and probably pressed something.
Open? How could it be open?
How would I know? I just tried to close it so it doesn't get broken.
Yeah, you nearly got yourself into big trouble. Just close that door and don't touch it anymore, understood? I'd like to continue watching the match and not to worry about an overturned car.
Sure, I won't touch it again. While he's here, I can't do anything with it, that's for sure.
This trash is almost unwatchable. How long have you been promising to buy a new television? 3 years or 4?
Hey, Miko, don't piss me off. So why have you come at all? You've got that gigantic plasma of yours at home, don't you?
I'll leave the car here. My brother called me that there's a fallen tree in the woods. He managed to drive around it with his small car, but I have no chance with my own. I'll warm up a bit and walk home. I'll pop round tomorrow or the day after they remove that trunk.
What? You want to go home on foot?
I'll take the shortcut. It'll take less than an hour to get home. It's not even a proper blizzard out there.
Damn it, Miko, it's not about the weather, and you know it well.
Sure, there's somebody out there in the dark waiting for me to go by chance through the woods to murder me. What?
Hello. Could you spare a moment?
Not particularly. Don't you see I'm trying to watch the match?
Sure, I only have one question.
Be brief.
The mobile crane standing outside is yours?
The Inari village owns it, but I'm responsible for it. Why?
I've overheard that you can't get somewhere because of a fallen tree. I'd have thought this car would be able to remove it.
Do you know what the problem is with someone who knows nothing? It's that they always think.
Well, you do have a crane.
When a tree falls across the road in a thick forest, you have to cut it into pieces. And even if not, this car's not going to be able to move a tree.
But the crane works, doesn't it?
No, I have it there just for fun. Sure it works. And what a stupid question is that? I simply stabilize the car with these supports and then I can do what I need.
Maybe I could use that crane somehow. Is it some sort of local league?
What local league? This is the first league, miss. The best hockey in the world.
The locals probably consider nothing as important as a hockey match. Are you sure about going home now in the middle of the night? Mr. Copenham may be right. There may really be somebody very dangerous out there.
So you two? Great. Maybe there's some murdering madman wandering about. But who has a greater chance of encountering him? Me, going at night by an unused path, or you? You in an empty hotel, glowing in the night in the middle of the woods. If you call for help now, it'll be an hour before someone comes. And you know what they say, every moth flies to the light.
Maybe you should have something stronger before you set out. A grog, maybe?
I don't drink. I know what a booze can do. Just today I helped rescue a drunk man. And what's more, alcohol against the cold, you probably watch too many movies. It works in exactly the opposite way.
You probably have known one another for a long time.
You mean me and Hari? Well, it's been several years already. You know, one has to get used to him. Mostly to those jokes of his. And he always urges everybody to drink something with him. That I don't want to drink because I came by car, it's impossible to explain that to him. Damn, just at this very moment. Harry, that damn television of yours is really trash.
Hopefully he won't notice that I've switched it. I made his tea a little better.
Great, I found it. It's still tied? Do you get it? Damn, Harry, you put some booze in my tea?
What?
Alcohol! There's alcohol in the tea! Can't you really keep anything in your head, or are you making fun of me?
Please stop fussing here. It's just tea. I haven't put anything in it.
Yeah, if you deny it, it's gonna be a lot more fun. Bravo! I'm splitting my sides laughing. Guys told me you changed, but I always said, no, old Harry is always the same. A cool guy, a buddy. But they were right. I'm going home. Bye.
Miko, don't be silly. You're not going to miss the end of the match, are you? But there's really nothing in that tea. Gah.
Oh, that was quick. The supports can be moved manually, but for other things the engine has to be running. Fine, the supports are firmly holding to the ground. This lever turns the crane arm around. Damn, I have to be more careful, or I'll tear the pub down. I'll leave the supports out. I don't think it's a problem. This seems to adjust the crane arm's tilt. I see. This lever pushes the crane arm in and out. Be more careful, or I'll tear the pub down. Damn, I have to be more careful, or I'll tear the pub down. To be more careful, or or I'll tear the pub down. The crane arm is now facing room number 2. I can't see almost anything inside, but it must be Bateman's room. I'm sure of that. Damn it, it's latched from inside. I'll use the stripping knife to help myself a bit. So that's the bitch that's holding the window closed. It looks quite makeshift. Maybe I could unhook it somehow. The window can be lifted a little, but not opened. The way is clear. I should light it here somehow. I hope there won't be another surprise from Jacek there. Bateman. I can smell gas from the reservoir, but apart from that, it's empty. I hope this gas is good enough for the lighter. I'm really not clever at such stuff. The light should be enough. These look like some expert notes, and I've read more than enough of them today. These look like some expert notes, and I've read more than enough of them today. I don't know what happened here, but it seems someone was very angry or in a hurry. This note is certainly very important to Bateman if he hid it here. Now this is a really strange letter. The painting has shifted a bit. Someone probably searched for something behind it. The pockets are empty. For some reason, most of Bateman's clothes are lying on the bed. Damn! The bulb is broken, but maybe it's better that way. To turn on the main light in a room where no one should be isn't a good idea. It looks like a padlock key. What could these be from? Looks like padlock keys. There's nothing in the coat. This is most likely Bateman's late wife. Koponen said her name, Beatrice? Large candles which can burn for days. It looks like they were lit several times. This small exhibition, this morbid corner, dreadful, is probably too weak a word. The tulips are totally dried. They must have been here for at least 2 or 3 weeks. The woman in the photo probably liked them. I'll get some light on it. The cabinet is closed by a strange mechanism. Bateman probably used it to hide important things. I wonder if he left something in it. Wow, something clicked inside. I think it may be open now. Beatrice. Bateman obviously hasn't come to terms with the loss of his wife. This note is certainly very important to Bateman if he hid it here. Bateman evidently thought that the manuscript contains the key to a ritual he could use to bring his deceased wife back to life. It's no wonder he didn't want to sell it and fell out with Yatsek when he simply took it and sold it. Those symbols, the way he was killed. There's an evident connection with the murders committed by Yatsek. Could he have found something in the manuscript too? Bateman might do that because of his wife, but Yatsek? Why did Yatsek commit murder according to the manuscript? Did he find out what Bateman had read in it? But what's his motivation? Money? Well, at least now I know what those symbols were that were cut into the victims. I've searched both rooms, learned some things, but I still don't have any idea where Yatsek could be now. So there's only one place left here where I've not yet been, and everything hangs on it. The crypt. There's Professor Schneider sitting in the lobby, so I can't use the door. These look like some expert notes, and I've read more than enough of them today. I've returned the crane to its original position. The less tracks I leave, the better. It would be madness to drive back to the monastery and try to get into some crypt there in the middle of the night and in such weather. I should wait till morning.